I've told you a little bit about my background in theology. I wonder how ridiculous it would be if someone said, "Well, look, we have this Benesseraf problem. We have Wigner's, unreasonable effectiveness of mathematics. We got Platonism. What is it? It doesn't seem like a far jump to say, well, maybe an inference to the best explanation is that there's a God who designed the world, mathematics. Maybe we go in for divine conceptualism regarding mathematics. God designed the universe, and then designed us to think that way. Mm, Yeah, does anyone try that? Is that maybe this doesn't have a lot of explanatory power when you get into the actual mathematics of it, but it's a higher level kind of question. What do you make of that?
Yeah, so one of the really major figure in philosophy of mathematics and uh, philosophy generally, Mark Steiner, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago, one of the early casualties of COVID-19,
Oh
sadly.
wow.
So Mark Steiner has this wonderful book on the applicability of mathematics, and he all but draws that conclusion that there's a kind of design argument in here. So he starts with the Wigner problem, trying to rehabilitate the Wigner problem, that philosophers had not really paid attention to it, and trying to really put it in modern terms in such a way that there really is this serious philosophical problem. And his work had big influence on me. I read Steiner's work on this and thought, he's absolutely right. I'm with him
Yeah.
on this. All but the conclusion. He goes all the way to kind of, it looks like it's a big put up job, right? It looks like the world was kind of designed in such a way to be a kind of mathematical world where mathematical, theories would be exactly the kind of things to actually, understand the world. And again, just speaking very loosely here, you can think of, imagine a world where mathematics was useless. The world was just too kind of crazy. Just shit
Yeah.
was happening all over the place, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
no kind of coordination, and mathematics was just, it looks like the world was sort of, set in place to be a kind of mathematical realm. And there's one sort of small step from there to, well, you know, there is this designer who was a master mathematician, right? Designed this mathematical realm. And Steiner all but sort of draws that conclusion. He's clearly heading in that direction, but leaves the conclusion kind of hanging a la kind of, Alfred Hitchcock, just a little bit of suspense at the end. But
Yeah.
he clearly believed something along those lines, that the best explanation for why we have this applicability of mathematics and why the world itself is so mathematically sort of structured is that there was a kind of, it was designed to be so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fascinating, man. This.
I don't sign up to that, but
Right. Right.
but
Yeah.
that's, I take it, the line of thought you're pushing, and you have a prominent philosopher on your side there in Mark Steiner.